Today I'm going to show you how to do this really cool in-camera sweeping transition using a Swiffer broom and your phone. Hey everyone, Kelsey here and welcome back to Gal. Today I'm going to show you how to do this really cool in-camera sweeping transition just using the camera on your phone and a Swiffer or another broom like the Swiffer. Now this effect was first created by Karen X Cheng and I thought I would try it out myself and show you how to edit it using CapCut, which is a free mobile video editor. Now I'd love for you to follow along with this tutorial, and when you're done, upload your video to Instagram or TikTok, tag me and add this hashtag, and I will pick my top 3 and I will feature those videos in a future video. All right, now let's go into the first step, setting up the shot. You can take your phone or an action camera and mount it to the end of the handle. I use duct tape to do this. Now because my phone had a phone case, I just put the duct tape around the handle and taped it to the edges of the phone, not on the screen, because we're going to be using the screen to film and it will leave a nasty residue on top. Also make sure that your camera is centered when you mount it. Now the key here is to make sure that the base of the Swiffer is anchored down, so that way it's not moving and our center point stays the same. So film as many different takes as you can, because until we go to edit, you're not going to be able to know which one will work best with the connecting scene. So then you can repeat this in each different scene that you're filming. And now let's get to editing. So first we're going to open up CapCut on the phone just by tapping it. And the first thing that you're going to do is press Tap Project. And then from there, we can select the videos that we want to edit. So instead of going to Recents, I'm going to go into Favorites. I can tap on a video. So I'm going to trim it just to that one motion that's the best take from this video. So tap Trim, grab the left yellow handle here, tap and bring it over, go to the start point, which is here, and then grab the right handle and go to the end motion point, which is right here. So then we can watch that trim section.
Awesome.
To see if that's the take we want to use. After you go through and you trim the in and out points of the exact takes that you want to use, then you'll press Add. The first thing I want to do is remove the sound from the actual clips. So what you can do is tap on the clip, go to volume, and reduce the volume to 0, and then hit the check mark.
All right.
Now we need to refine the transition cut point between the two different scenes, because here there's a little bit of a delay. So we want the motion to already be going strong. So right about here, we can tap this clip and press Split to create a cut. Then we can tap on this excess and press Delete. So now that cut point is a lot smoother. So while the cut points are now smooth, some of the movement is a little bit faster or slower. What we need to do is go through and do some time remapping using the speed controls on CapCut. Tap on a clip and press speed. Now there's linear normal, which we don't want to use. What we want to do is use curved. And you can see here that there's a bunch of cool presets. One that I'm going to use is the hero, because it'll go faster and then it slows down in the middle, which is where the action is happening, and then it will speed back up again. Here we can edit. I want it to start faster and go down a little bit, in the same here. I want it to speed up at the end. So we're just basically reversing it. So rather than starting slower, it'll start faster and then gradually go down. And once you're done, tap Make It Smoother, then tap Better Quality. And this new feature in CapCut applies a smoother slow motion to the clip. This is especially great for making a normal speed action shot extra buttery smooth.
Delicious.
And again, you're going to have to go through and just watch it back and then play around and play with it until it's right for the particular shot that you're working with. And let's play it back and see how it looks. All right, and now to give all of the clips a cohesive color grade so they have a similar look, we can apply a filter. Tap on a clip here, then go over to Filters. And here you can just tap to preview any of these filters. Gingerbread looks pretty good. Cold, water. They even have a movies category. You can tap on Inception. You can try Dunkirk and try out different filters. I think I like the new one called Gingerbread. So I'm going to tap on that. And of course, you can reduce the intensity or increase the intensity. And then you can click apply to all clips in the timeline. And now we have the gingerbread filter on all of the clips here to give it a similar look. Next, we can add some music to spice it up, and CapCut comes with its own in-app library. Tap the audio icon, and up at the top, we can browse by category. I'm just going to select travel. I like roller bass, so I'm just going to tap on the little add icon, and then I can scroll to the end, tap on the audio clip, and I can tap split, and then just delete the excess off. And if I want to fade it out, you can just tap on this and select fade and fade out duration, and you can have the music clip fade out at the end if you like. Another thing we can do is we can add a swish sound effect between all of the transition points. So this is where I'm going to go back into audio and select effects. And here I'm going to go to the category transition. And down here, they have a whoosh with echo effect. I'm going to add this, drag this beneath so it's on a layer below, and I'm going to bring this to the first transition point here, and we can play this back to see how it sounds. That works great. And then I'm going to copy this effect and duplicate it at each transition point. To do that, press copy, just tap, and move it in place. And so this is how it looks so far. And of course, there's so many different cool effects that you can apply in CapCut. If we click on effects, we can go to video effects and you can apply some of these trendy effects. Some of my favorite is the retro film. Very nice. And there's also body effects. If I just tap X here, this will automatically save our project. And I want to use a different clip just to demonstrate this. If I click on new project, I'm going to select this clip of this dancer, tap on effects, and go to body effects. If you go to body, you can see that they have some really cool glowing lines.
That's amazing.
As well as surrounding glowing lines. So if you have a dancer, these effects are automatically applied around the subject. So if we tap, for example, hurricane, wow, you can see it automatically places it around him. So now that we're back in our project, how do we export it? Up at the top, you can tap on the little icon in the upper right to export. And we'll just take a few seconds to export this short video. And once it's done, you can tap share to TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram, or other. You can just save the video directly to your camera roll. So that's how you create the effect. If you want to be featured in a future video here on Premiere Gal, upload your sweeping effect to TikTok or Instagram, tag me, and also add this hashtag for a chance to be featured. Thanks so much to CapCut for sponsoring today's video. I put a link to download CapCut so you can start editing for free using that tool on an Android or iOS. That's all for today's video. You can click right over here to watch some more tutorials on the channel and right over here to subscribe to stay notified. As always, keep creating better video with Gal. See you next time. Bye.